My wife looked me dead in the eyes and said, "The privilege is over. From now on, we split everything." She said I'd been living too comfortably because of her money. I just nodded and agreed because she had absolutely no idea what was about to happen. And 3 weeks later, when her mother walked into our kitchen, she screamed so loud the neighbors literally ran outside to see what happened. My wife Vanessa had recently gotten a huge promotion at work. Suddenly, she was making more money than me, and almost overnight her attitude changed. At first it was small comments during dinner like, "Must be nice not paying the bigger bills," or, "I guess I'm carrying this family now." She laughed when she said it, but after a while the jokes stopped sounding like jokes. Then one night she slammed her fork down on the table and looked at me coldly. "The privilege is over," she said. "Separate budgets, separate expenses, 50-50 from now on." I asked her calmly, "Are you sure?" And she smiled and said, "Absolutely." So I agreed. No fighting, no arguing, because Vanessa thought she paid for everything, but she had never actually looked at the numbers. Sure, she paid the mortgage, but I covered almost everything else. The groceries, the internet, both cars, insurance, streaming subscriptions, vacations, date nights, and most importantly, the kitchen renovations. Years earlier, my father had helped me redesign that kitchen through his cabinet business. I spent nearly $30,000 creating my dream kitchen, imported marble countertops, custom oak cabinets, professional grade appliances, and every single receipt, payment, and ownership document was in my name. Vanessa never cared enough to notice. So after we separated finances, I stopped paying for anything that belonged to me. During the first week, she got annoyed because the fridge was empty. She asked, "Why didn't you buy groceries?" I shrugged and said, "Your groceries, your budget." The second week, the Wi-Fi shut off completely. She completely lost it and screamed, "Why didn't you pay the bill?" I looked her dead in the eyes and calmly answered, "You wanted equality." She called me petty, but I still didn't argue. Then Sunday lunch arrived. Her parents came over every month, and Vanessa always wanted everything to look perfect when they visited. But by then she was struggling financially because she finally realized how much I had been paying all along. That morning, she actually begged me to help clean the kitchen before her parents arrived, and that's when I finally told her the truth. I said, "Actually, the kitchen isn't yours anymore." She laughed nervously and asked, "What are you talking about?" I handed her a thick folder full of receipts, ownership papers, and payment records. Every single thing in that kitchen belonged to me legally. I explained, "According to the agreement you wanted, what I bought is mine." Her face went completely pale, but then it got even worse, because while she was still reading the paperwork, a moving crew showed up at the front door. Vanessa's jaw dropped. "Why are they here?" she screamed. I calmly replied, "To collect my property." And right as the workers started removing the custom kitchen island, her parents walked in. My mother-in-law stepped into the kitchen, looked around in horror, and screamed. The neighbors literally came outside because they thought someone had gotten hurt. She turned to Vanessa and yelled, "What did you do?" Vanessa burst into tears immediately, and for the first time since all this started, she finally understood. This was never about money. It was about respect. You can't call someone your partner while treating them like they owe you for existing. Later that night, Vanessa quietly asked if we could go back to normal. I looked at her and said, "I never wanted separate lives. You did." And honestly, the moment she called our marriage a privilege, she stopped acting like a wife and started acting like a landlord. So tell me, was I wrong for teaching her a lesson? Team husband or team wife?